Hamza means a lot to me because not only did he get me on self-improvement in the first place, but he's the reason why you are watching this video. He's the reason why I made this channel in the first place. And if you look on his channel, you'll see that he hasn't uploaded for 4 weeks. So nearly a month he has not uploaded for, right? And I just want to go over a few reasons for why I think this is. First reason is that I feel like Hamza is losing respect. I go to his comment section and I filter it on new. And even on the top comments, he's still getting some hate, right? And he just gets comments like, oh, the classic comments like, you fell off, trash advice, just people hating to hate, right? And, why are you going to go out of your way, put effort in making videos if they're just going to get bad feedback, right? If all these, these Jeffreys are just going to hate on him, right? If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't want to make videos, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's a reason, because whenever you go to his comments, it's just people telling him that he fell off. And if you go on his recent video now, people are still saying he's fell off because he hasn't uploaded for so long. So whether he uploads or not, people are still like criticizing him and his content. So that's obviously going to put you off. And as well as all that accusation Hamza gets in of like scamming his audience and like how his courses like aren't valuable and stuff like that, that's going to put you off making content as well, because, naturally as a self-improvement YouTuber, a lot of the time, especially if you have something to sell, you get called a scammer for selling courses and just wanting to start a business. You get called a scammer for it, even though you're trying to help people, right? Yes, you are making money off helping people, but you are still helping people, right? Like policemen get paid, firefighters get paid, doctors get paid, but we don't criticize them for helping people and getting paid for it, but us as self-improvement YouTubers, just because, we don't have qualifications and stuff like that, we get criticized, even though Hamza makes way more money than doctors with no qualifications. But yeah, so that is the first main reason that I think Hamza has not quit. I don't think Hamza's quit. I don't think he'd ever quit necessarily, but he's definitely taken a long break because of the lack of respect he's gotten. The second reason is because I feel like Hamza's originality of the channel has kind of gone down, right? And what I mean by this is self-improvement is a very vast topic and there's a lot to talk about when it comes to self-improvement. But when you're making self-improvement content for 3, 4, 5 years, right? I've been making these videos for over 1.5 years now, right? And I'm still like already I'm starting to run out of ideas. Hamza's been doing it for 4 or 5 years, right? So you've got to imagine how he's feeling. His videos start to become very repetitive. He starts to repeat himself a lot, going over the same no-fap tips and guides and stuff. He starts to repeat himself, and that's what YouTubers tend to do after years of making content, because there's only so much original things you can talk about and make videos on, right? It comes to a limit, right, where, okay, I've kind of said everything there is to say about NoFap. I can't really say anything else about it, so I may as well just go over the same things again for a new audience that might have not seen my older video from a few months back, right? So I feel like, not only is Hamza repeating himself, but it's not on purpose. I wouldn't say he's doing it on purpose. I feel like he's just genuinely struggling to maybe think of ideas, right? Especially when he was uploading, 4 weeks ago, he wasn't as consistent as he usually would be. There'd be moments where he'd upload every day, right? And even though people criticized him again for oh, bro, stop uploading every day, bro, because the content's not good. And, I can agree with that. He was still being inconsistent and repeating himself, right? So I feel like if you're going to be inconsistent, at least be more original, right? If you're going to upload every day, I don't mind some repetitivity, because that's what's going to happen, right? If you're uploading every day, it's going to get repetitive after a while. But if you're uploading not every day, right, and you're still repetitive, then that's something you have to look inwards at yourself at and be like, okay, the content's getting repetitive, we're just going around in circles, how can we make this content more original? So I feel like Hamza's struggling to think of ideas. I feel like that is the second reason why Hamza is struggling, is not uploading. And the third and final reason why I feel like Hamza is not uploading is because the self-improvement niche is kind of dying a little bit, right? And it's something that I've argued against for years when people say, oh, self-improvement is dying, we don't need it anymore. Because, self-improvement is never going to die, right? Because there's millions of men out there and women, any age, that always want to improve themselves. So, I'm kind of lying a little bit. Self-improvement hasn't died, right? But I feel like the hype around self-improvement isn't as strong as it used to be. It used to be. Remember back in the day when we had the Tate brothers and, Hamza was popping, Hamza was going viral and stuff. And we had all these big creators make it like encouraging young men to, go to the gym, stop fapping, make money. I feel like now we just don't have that anymore. Like, I feel like ever since Andrew, like, as much as Andrew Tate denies it, ever since Andrew Tate got banned off YouTube, he's become irrelevant, right? And he is the face of self-improvement, right? Even now, right? He's the face of self-improvement, right? That's how big he was. He was so big back in the day. And now that he's kind of disappeared, right? Unless you go on his Rumble page, like, you're not really going to see... I mean, I guess you'll see him a bit on Twitter because he has a Twitter. But other than that, if you're not on any of those two social medias, you're not really, like, involved in the self-improvement space anymore. Because Andrew Tate isn't on YouTube, he's not on Instagram. No one really likes him because they think he's too controversial, because everyone in this world are freaking snowflakes, right? It's like... It's deep, man. Like, I remember when I started this channel, like, self-improvement was popping. Andrew Tate, Hamza, they were all, like, doing so well. And like, now, right now, it's the 23rd of September, 2024. Actually, to be fair, I will actually upload this video tomorrow, just in case Hamza does upload a video, right? Usually, like, I don't upload the video till a little while, until I catch up, right? But this video's got to get uploaded quick, because what if Hamza uploads today? If Hamza uploads today, I might have to just scrap this video. I beg he doesn't upload today. Anyways, I'm sidetracking. I feel like with Hamza, he's just, like, kind of upset that the whole, like, self-improvement niche has died, and maybe self-improvement content doesn't get as many views as they used to back in the day, right? And I feel like that's definitely true. I feel like self-improvement is a lot less hyped up anymore. Yeah, and I feel like when you're in a niche that's not really respected, as we were talking about before, with Hamza not getting respect, it's like, I don't want to make content, bro. I don't want to make content when, like, no one's even, like, really watching my videos. I've got 2 million subscribers, but I'm only getting, like, 20k views on a video. Like, there were, like, moments where, like, Hamza would only get, like, 10k views on a video when he was uploading every day and just, like, not really putting any effort in his content, just uploading videos to upload videos. He was literally getting, like, 10 to 20k views a video with 2 million subscribers. I mean, that's just insulting, right? And I mean, there's YouTubers out there, not necessarily self-improvement YouTubers, but there's YouTubers out there that literally have, like, 2 million subscribers or 1 million subscribers, and their recent video has 100 views or something like that. Like, it's crazy. Like the YouTube algorithm is, honestly, it should be illegal, right? But, YouTube is YouTube, and they don't want to be paying everyone, so, they pick and choose who they want to promote and spread to that algorithm, right? But besides the point, self-improvement has definitely lost its hype compared to last year and the year before, when Andrew Tate was going viral. So unless, like, Hamza, does this, unless Hamza goes crazy viral out of nowhere, or this new self-improvement YouTuber comes in the scene and, blows up the internet, hopefully me, no, I'm joking. Unless this new self-improvement YouTuber comes out of nowhere, I feel like the whole self-improvement niche, the whole, like, masculine man, like, niche is gonna be on the low for a while. Like, don't get me wrong, like I said, self-improvement is never gonna die. It's always gonna be around, because everyone wants to improve at some stage in their life, you know what I mean? And it's just until they figure it out, you can't force someone to improve themselves. And once they realize, wow, my life is really bad, I actually hate my life, and they go out of their way to improve themselves, with discipline and that is when you'll evolve as a human being. So self-improvement will never die, but it's just not as hyped as it used to be. And I feel like even when it was hyped, like, people weren't really even that disciplined back then. They were just, like, pretending to be disciplined to be cool. Like, yeah, I watch Andrew Tate and, I'm disciplined, guys. I haven't fapped for 7 days, guys. Like, but, like, it's like anyone could do that, right? It's not that impressive. So I feel like even back then, people weren't even, like, taking self-improvement seriously. They were just using it to flex on their friends. They're like, oh yeah, I watch Andrew Tate. I'm Sigma like that, guys. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is my third and final reason for why Hamza has taken a long break off YouTube. So to sum it all up, basically, with all the factors I've talked about, and let's be honest, right? Hamza's making big bucks. Hamza said, I'm pretty sure, like, Hamza said a year ago that he can retire, right? He can retire whenever he pleases, right? He can stop working, stop everything, and still have a consistent money stream coming in, and he'll be sorted for the rest of his life, right? So Hamza doesn't need to make videos. He doesn't need to think of original ideas. He doesn't need respect from his audience anymore, right? Because he's already successful. And I feel like that is the main reason for why he's not making content anymore, right? All the things I've talked about, this is the main reason. Because he doesn't need to. He straight up does not need to make content, right? If it was me, for example, and I was making some money off these videos, right? I don't have enough money to retire now. I can't retire. So I have to keep on making videos no matter how I feel. But Hamza, he can choose whether he wants to make videos or not. So to sum it all up, Hamza doesn't need to make videos. So I'm expecting him to return soon. But like, once he comes back, he'll probably take another month off YouTube, right? Because he doesn't need to make videos. He's got his course, he's got Adonis Gang. He's got other social medias. He doesn't need YouTube anymore, like once you get to a certain point, YouTube doesn't become your main source of income, right? Think of all these YouTubers now with their brands and their products and stuff like this, right? YouTube, if you are it's the funny thing is, the bigger the YouTuber you are, the less you rely on your YouTube income as your main source of income, right? Once you hit a certain amount of numbers, you can sell anything to anyone and they'll buy it, right? You don't need YouTube anymore. You don't need the YouTube ad revenue. It helps, don't get me wrong. It helps, I would assume. I wouldn't know. It helps, but you don't need it once you get to a certain amount, because YouTube's greedy. They'd be taking like most of your money anyways, right? So as a YouTuber, you're kind of forced to, create a course, sell a product, because you can't survive unless you're crazy, unless you're like Mr. Beast or something. You can't rely on YouTube ad revenue to make a living, right? It was our dreams as kids to become YouTubers and, live off ad revenue and just make money on YouTube, but it's just not realistic. It's just not realistic unless you're getting like millions of views a video. It's very hard because, YouTube is a company and they need to make money also. So they're going to take a lot of your money. I don't think they take most of your money that you make, but they definitely take a lot of it, right? Like there's YouTubers out there with, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and they still barely make money to live on. You know what I mean? So, don't think, once you reach 100,000 subscribers, you're going to be, financially free. You still got to put in the work to create something to sell to your audience to live, basically. And Hamza's already done that. He doesn't need YouTube because with or without YouTube, it doesn't help him. I swear, this could be a lie, but I swear Hamza said he only makes like $600 a month off YouTube. I swear he said that. I don't know, like 600 a week or something. I don't know. To Hamza, that's nothing. That's nothing to Hamza. And $600 a month, that's nothing to the average person, right? But it was probably a week. So yeah, that's something I wanted to say. That is the reason why I think Hamza has quit YouTube. Obviously, this is just my opinion, so don't give me hate. That's not why Hamza quit YouTube. You don't even know Hamza. You can't assume why. Like this is my own opinion. This is why I think Hamza's quit. Like it literally says in the title why I think Hamza's quit. Like you don't need to cry about it. Okay, I don't want to hear it, please. So yeah, thank you for watching as always. Take care and peace. And Hamza, buddy, I hope you return soon.